I went from Okinawa to Tokyo and from Tokyo to LAX. No, from Tokyo to San Francisco and San Francisco to LAX. And then did an entire day of work for Streamer Awards before going to sleep. I went straight from Japan into LA to help Cutie with Streamer Awards. Yeah, it's like 24 hours of travel. Sadie, thank you. That sounds not chill. Yeah, it was a lot. But Streamer Awards is a lot. Jet lag? Here's the thing. I said that jet lag doesn't exist. I've been very explicit about believing jet lag, or saying that jet lag doesn't exist. What I also realized is in coming back from Japan, going to LA, Cutie and I were staying up until like 4 or 5:30 a.m. every night doing stuff, working. And 4 or 5 a.m. in LA is 6, 7 a.m. Texas. And so I thought I was like grinding and I was like whatever, but truly I was just on a terrible schedule in LA. Night before last, I went to bed at 6 a.m. and last night I got to bed at 3. So it's fixing itself. Tonight's the night. Then it's done. But it actually, past couple days has been kind of hard. To be honest. But it was not hard in LA. I was grinding it out. I don't know if it was adrenaline or what. But I got there. We sorted all the name cards. I sorted all the name cards. I alphabetized everybody's legal name, by the way. Don't fuck with me, streamers. And we printed stuff. We went to the venue. We set out linens. All the table. I don't know if y'all saw the table numbers on all the tables. That was me. I did that. No, I just did really basic stuff. I was an event assistant for the weekend. So I was working with production and with Cutie and Taylor just to be extra hands. Really? We saw you on stream? I heard you saw me on stream. Red carpet water. Yeah. So at first, I spent a little bit of time in the production truck. But they didn't really need me in the production truck because they have like earpieces in and they're all freaking out and like talking to each other. And you looked so mad. Really? I spent a little bit of time in the truck and then I spent a lot of time at check-in, which was very stressful because a lot of people don't understand. Like they're like, oh, I put a +1. And then they like show up with a different person than they put down for the +1. So then they're not on the list. So then we can't let them in. And it was just like a mess. And they have to have their, God forbid, people have their IDs on them. It's a lot to ask. Also a couple weird things with like, oh my God, this one was bad. When I was checking people in, this account manager for Twitch came up to me and I didn't know the account manager. I'd never met him before. And he was like, the head of Twitch marketing is outside. They won't let her in. Somehow she didn't get on the list. And I asked for her name and she's not on our list because there's no RSVP. And I was like, I can't let her in. Am I on the red carpet? Oh, let me see.
We're doing 4 people.
Oh,
we're doing 4. I don't
God.
think we can do.
Are we able to? Oh my God!
I did look kind of
God,
pissed.
you look incredible. You are taller than me.
That's funny. The eye roll. I didn't roll my eyes. There was no eye roll there.
Norway tall. Oh
I did not roll my eyes.
my God.
All right,
we're doing. Shut it down.
We're doing both.
Shut it down.
We're doing 4 people.
We're
doing 4. I don't think we can do.
Are we able to?
I was just looking the other direction. That wasn't an eye roll. Trust me. There's not an eye. There's no disdain for E-Rob. However, E-Rob did show up with a bow tie that was hanging like this. And I was like, I know for certain that E-Rob is not trying to make a statement right now. He can't tie that. And I asked him, and there are all these guys, there are guys there from Dolce & Gabbana because they fitted red carpet people and Cutie and whatever. And so I'm like running around trying to find the Dolce boys because they would know how to tie a bow tie, and I couldn't find them. So that's probably what I was doing then, is like I was trying to find someone to tie E-Rob's bow tie. But anyway, Dolce boys. The men who work for Dolce and Gabbana. So this like Twitch exec is outside and she wasn't on the list, so I can't let her in. I don't care. Like, it didn't matter that she looked like a very nice lady. It doesn't matter what she looks like. She's not on the list. I can't let her in. We had to be so careful, you know, because obviously we had to be so careful. And this guy was like, I'm an account manager. This is blank. Let her in. And I was like, no. And so it took me like 30 minutes. I walk around trying to find people and I was like, couldn't Google her? I looked up her LinkedIn. There was no profile picture. I was like, I can't verify this woman. And so I went around and I looked for someone that I knew. I was like, can you just verify for me? Like, that this is blank. Nobody could do it. And so I go over to the front, and by the time I go there to say I can't let her in, she's in somehow, which she was actually Twitch's head of marketing. I'm very sorry, Robin. Okay? I didn't know. I've never met her before, and it was really her. And I'm sure I knew, like, of course it was her. Like, it's not some random lady just trying to get in the Stream Awards. I'm sorry. And she got in and it was fine, and I ended up verifying her. I don't know how she got through it originally, though, because it wasn't supposed to happen that way. But, by the way, for most of the show, not most of the show, part of the show, I was in the green room, and part of the show, I was in the house. Like, some parts, I was actually, like, I was standing in the back behind all the tables while the show was happening. So I was, like, where everyone was sitting. And I was standing right behind, there were Twitch tables, Twitch execs. Standing right next to the Twitch execs while Cutie was doing her monologue was a crazy experience. At a Twitch-sponsored show, when Cutie's talking about the foam pit, and I was just looking at them, and I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. And I was like, we're gonna announce wine about it at the end of this, and they're gonna hate me now. It was a lot. And then they all get served their food, and Twitch execs are getting served chicken fingers and macaroni and tater tots. And I was like, oh my god. It was a lot. But everyone liked the catering, so it was good. I saw you on the red carpet. Yeah, I know, I was there for a second. So, my jobs, the show was much easier last year for me. It was much easier last year, at least when the show had, like, started. Because last year I was co-hosting, and so I was like, you know, I was sat there like getting my hair and makeup done, and I just had to focus on like what I had to say, you know, and like showing up and doing the thing. And this year I felt like thank you for the 23 months. It was everyone there was running around. God, Taylor is a saint. Taylor had so much to do and so many people talking to her. I had an interesting situation where the production knew that I was there to help. So, like, the actual production team knew I was there to help. And then all of the streamers that were walking in, I haven't seen in a long time, and, like, all know me and I know them. And so they're trying to talk to me as well. And production's asking me, like, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? You know? And so there was just, like, I felt like I was being pulled in a lot of directions. But my jobs that day were originally to sit in the truck and tell them if there were funny things happening that they needed to point to. But I wasn't really needed in the truck. I think they did a really good job. And then I was helping with check-in. And then I was helping with the red carpet and telling them who to put on tape. Because there were 3 interviews going on at the same time. And Cutie didn't pay me, but we're going to be rich because we have a Patreon now. So it's fine. I was helping production tell them who to put on tape because there were 3 interviews going on at the same time, and they didn't know who the streamers were. Example. I'm not going to say names, but I had production come up to me. Like, at one time I had production come up to me, and they were like, this guy is really mad because his interview didn't go to tape or didn't go to stream, like didn't get put on stream. Should I be concerned that he's mad? And they told me who it was, and I was like, no. But he went up to them several times and was pissed, and he was like, I need to go again because I wasn't on stream. And so I had to go talk to the streamer, and I was like, do not talk to production again. You don't go again. There are like 300 people here, so many interviews to do, they can't all go on stream. Yours didn't go on stream. It was Prezzo. And the crazy thing is when I talk to them, they're like super apologetic. They're like, I totally get it. I'm so sorry. But to production was like scared that they pissed someone off that they shouldn't have pissed off. So they were not nice to production. I'm not chill with that at all. That was lame. We had, yes, a lot of people know the like, the crazy like requests of, I brought my secret boyfriend as a +1. Can you not show him on stream, please? We're like, girls, it's time to hard launch. Now. Cause, no. I had to have example, again, of me being at the red carpet. Extra Emily had to do 2 interviews. Because her first one didn't go on air. And I like Extra Emily a lot. And I was like, did she get aired? And they were like, no. And I was like, oh, she's got to go again. So that's how Emily got online. Things like that, you know. Squeaks told us, dude, Squeaks is sick. I love Squeaks. He's so funny. I talked to him at the after party. Man, we got a lot to talk about. But yeah, he's so funny. He's so nice. Big fan.